welcome back to match number 2. And it looks like we got several teams already jumping at the start of this flight pass. So let's go ahead and scroll on in on the smaller map and check in on what's happening. It looks like we got a couple of teams. It does look like Team 22, Luis team, is pretty separated. We got one headed down to Ladrilla, one going over to the eastern side of Ladrilla. We got a duo right on down just to the just below sector 06, and our tornado is now off the plane, and it does look like he jumped not too far away from no name 77. So we got some chaos already going on. We got 3 teams up by that El Pozo area. Got several teams going just to the north side of that San Martin to the west of water treatment. You can see that the Hacienda del Patron Farms, everybody's taking up one of those areas. So it looks like Cruz de Valle, we got 3 teams up in there and 2 teams up in Terra Branca. So we got some chaos going on. Let's head on over right now to the fight that's going. Ooh, are they? Nope, not by tornado. Click. Thank you. Oh no, Danzo in so much trouble. He doesn't even have a knife. Where's your knife, Denzo? And he is getting, look at this. He's down to 1 HP on the other side right here. And it is no name 77. Danzo taking Danzo. What are the chances of that, guys? Danzo and Danzo. So now we do have another fight going off. Let's see if we can figure out where this fight is. And that was right there. Let's head on over to Cruz de Valle. We've got 3 teams over here. We've already lost Reflex for Team 9. Exotic Alliance. And it looks like he was taken out by Dritta right over here. Dritta keeping an eye on that church area on the on the eastern side of the road. The rest of his team's over on the eastern side. So we've also got another fight going on between Top and GP. So let's see if we can figure out where that is over here. Top and GP. Is that also over here? Oh, I see. All the way up here in Terra Branca. So let's see what's happening with Top Team 21, Top Stars, and Team 7 Game Point. And I see Team 21 is pretty separated out. So let's see. I only see the duo over here for Team 21 and GP. They're staying pretty close together down here as a trio. So it's a duo versus trio over here. Let's go ahead and put that map back up there for you, and we'll keep an eye on where your teams are. Like I said, if you've got a team you want to check in on, and make sure you let me know. It's very quiet over here in Cruz de Valle. So let's head on over to Terra Branca and find out what's happening. This trio still trying to get up and in. Oh, it does look like we got another one. We got 4 Top. So let's see if Top can get his teammate picked back up and back into a 3v3 over here in Terra. Ooh, he came up and around on that. So now look at this. Here he comes. GP can 2C. GP can 2C. That sounds like a dance. Alright, so now we are down to just Kevlo. Kevlo is the last one still standing for the Top Stars, and he is just over here still trying to loot. He does have a level 3 helmet, so that's got to make him feel a little bit better, but it is a 1v3 now over here in Terra Branca. And they are starting to move up and around. If you look up in your mini map, you can see that we've got one coming up and around. That is Test clause. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but GP can too, see. I like that name. It looks like he may be coming up and around in that buggy, trying to get into that better position. And Kevlo, keeping an eye on him as he drives by, while the rest of them, look at your mini map. They are all closing right up and in on him. You can hear him on that backside. The mollies are coming in all three angles completely covered. We are up to 4 eliminations for Team 7 game point. And game point did lose the Groza. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and figure out what else is happening. I find that we got Team 16 brutal team right up here on top of Team 14. Good game right on down below. They know that they're there. They're taking those shots, trying to keep them off these ridge lines, keep those sight lines nice and clear. It looks like Batman over here for Team 18 El Pozo. Team 18 Lethal Paradox getting pushed up on by the Shroom of Vincer Mortem. I only see a solo. Oh, there they are. Here we are. Shirk is right on down below as well. I think you guys can kind of see what's happening over here in El Pozo. I'll go ahead and leave that up there for a minute while this fight is going on. Some nice sprays over those hill glitches. And it does, ooh, nice sprays over those hill glitches. Let's get on over to the other side. See what we can see from low. We got Lovelace right up on this rooftop, trying to get those shots over onto Team 16. The brutal, trying to move on over, trying to get Kari picked back up, but we do have Infi right on over here, and I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but there we go. He's trying to. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mellstroy Projects Finals. We've had a few teams canceled today. Something came up. It happens, but we're gonna roll with it. We do have some new teams in here to discuss, so let's go. In slot 3, we've got Codex. In slot 4, NAD Project. In slot 5, Amix. Slot 6, SM Esports. In slot 7 are the big baby. Slot 8, Modernnet. Slot 9, Leo Esports. Slot 10, Wushan. Slot 11, Berserk. Slot 12, Femme Fatale. Slot 13, Ritzy Esports. 14 are the Golden Guardians. Slot 15, Tribe Warrior. 16, Unbroken Romania. 17, The Fighters. 18, BRBA Esports, Barbara. Alright, 19, we got Team Hungry. Are they hungry enough? 20, next, 21, 1 for all. There you have it, guys. There are your teams for tonight. I have them listed over on the right side of your screen. As I said, we've had some come in, some leave. Things happen, but we're still in today's finals. We'll have 5 action-packed, fully loaded matches for you guys. So let me check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Looks like we are all good to go. How's everyone's day been? Happy Wednesday. I do believe it's Wednesday. I'll have to check my schedule. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome in. Grab your popcorn and your beverage, because we're about ready to get sweaty. These teams are all just packing in. You can see the beautiful teams already in here. All right, there we go. Everything's good. We got everything together. Little bit bumpy start today. My sound didn't want to work, and then my thumbnail didn't want to work. Oof! What a start to today. What a start. If you could hit that like, get us out into that YouTube algorithm, let them know that we are live. I appreciate it. Alright, I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't. I think we're ready to go, guys. Let's go. Let's get it. We're still having some havoc. I see you. Coming in hot to Team Slot 5. There it is. Everybody else in their seats. Yep, we're just waiting on Amex to finish coming on in. And so lot. Havlik just sitting there waiting for us. I think he just really wants his teammate coming in. I don't know who he's waiting on, but there it is. 11, big fan. 7, 11, big fan. Welcome in, 11. Alright, let's see. Am I forgetting anything? I have like bouncing around so he doesn't get kicked out. Oh, here comes some more. They're all coming in. There they go. Now they're in their seats, guys. Now they're in their seats, and then we lost one from Codex. Oh, isn't that the way it always goes? Get one to lose one. But we are coming in with 75 players. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Hopefully, no more glitches. Hopefully, we are all good to go. To see if we have footsteps. Hello, Sad! Sad OP, Sad. Yep, we have sounds. I can hear him. That's a good start. We're starting off in Erangel. Let's go. We'll just stay here with Airborne. And we'll jump with Team 3. We have 14 seconds left to go, guys. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you, Sad. Thank you, Sad. Alright, let's go. And let me put that map screen up there for you. Our very first flight path. We're coming in from that north side of shooting range, going down over the top of ruins to the right between Gaka and Pachinki, and coming out the other side of Ferry Pier, dumping off into the bay just to the west of Sosnovka. There is your flight path. So let's see what's gonna happen now. Let me check in on the map, find out what's happening here. It looks like we do have a team headed to Severny, Team 6, which are SM Esports. And we do have Codex already off the plane. We do have a couple teams with them. We got Team 15, the Tribe Warriors. Team 16, Unbroken Romania. But it does look like we're going to have an early fight between Team 3 and Team 15. I don't think you guys need to see how those chats coming up. Let me put that up there. And our first zone has popped. We're coming to that north side of Rozhok River. So let's go on in, scroll on in, and we do have a couple teams over in that South George area as well. We'll go ahead and stay here, but we'll try to see if, oh no. Oh, rough start. Let's see if we can get over to LL. Can he come in? Yes, he can. He does. He is able to come on in. He might be able to get his teammate picked up. And I also see some fights going on over in... Oh, there it is. So we did lose Gunino. 2 eliminations to his name, but he'll be watching his team from here. So let's go ahead and head on over to the fight that's going on just to the south of us at Nova Crates, or George Full Crates. Let's go ahead and put that map back up there. And MM is in a fight as well. So let's see, we'll stay here for just a second while we check in on the fights over here by the school. Let's see what's happening and what we can see. We did get an elimination for Next Esports, and we do have Team 5 not too far away. There's Havlik, and then over in the school apartments we have Team 21 1-4 Alicia Flibis, not too far away from all of this. Team 17 rotating up and around over by the volcano. Team 17, the fighters. So they are starting to move out and move apart. We got a team going up to Stauber. That is Team 8, I believe. Team 6, it is the SM Esports. We've got a team down in that farm area, and we've got some chaos going on down here in Ferry Pier. So let's see what Mellas are. Mellas are up to 2 eliminations, but we do only have a duo now for Team 12, the Femme Fatale. So let's see what they can do. It does look like they are separated out, but we do have one that is pushing right up and in. And I think it's Dean and Or, so we'll go ahead and keep an eye on that. I'll go ahead and put that on the side by side, give you guys some idea what's going on. And it looks like we got a active fight over on this side of Crates. Ooh, he's got a nice little angle there. He's got some new ammo for his M4. Let's go. Let's see what's going to happen now. They are right there on that edge of zone, so they can take this fight, and it does look like we're going to be able to get Frosty picked back up. Let me head on over to the other team and find out what's happening over here. Limba, trying to get some ideas of where they are. Let's see. Oh, we got one up on the crane, so we also have another fight going on. Let's see if we can figure out where this fight is. It's right up here. Let's go ahead and find out what the Grim is doing. He is over here. Right here with Team 20 and Team 21. We've got Next and 1-4. Oh, 1-for-all up on that ridge line. Let's see what we got as far as eyesight going on down, and we do get a knock over onto Broken. I think that was his name. So now Next is able to get a knock. Oh, he gets found. Team 4 from across the way. Look at this, coming up over that South George cliff line. So now, Big Babies. The Big Babies are also in a fight over here. Let's see. Let's check in on this map, guys. Find out what's happening. We do have a lot of rotations going on. Let's see if we can find the Big Babies. The Big Babies are down here in Primorsk, and they were able to get that full elimination. Oops. Wrong screen. There we go. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Looks like Killer U is getting pulled back by his team, but let's see what happened over here. Does look like we got another elimination, but we do have the team from South George starting to pull on in over here to Crates. So we got the headline coming on in. Let's go ahead and give him a little bit of screen time while I check out the rest of this. We still have the fight down here in the Ferry Pier between the Femme Fatale and and Team 8, which are the Modern Net. Modern Net did get one knock, but we should be able to get him picked back up. Don't forget, that's the Patel. Our split. Ooh, came up a little close on that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and spread on out. We still have some fights going on over here with one for all over in the school apartments with next. So keep that an eye on that as well. Now, Team 4 and a D project coming out with 6 eliminations out of South George and crates on that successful push into crates. It looks like we got another bunch of chaos going on right over here. Let's find out what's happening with Team 18 BRBA Burba right over here. It looks like they're getting surrounded by Team 6 SM Esports coming down off that Stauber Hill. So they should have that Stauber loot. Yes, here they go. And the distraction play, getting into that car, driving the car around to get the car into a safe position. Alright, so looks like next might be getting a trap play going on over here. Oh, what a molly. What a molly. Alright, so all 4 of them in the car trying to get on out of there. Oh, and I think that might have been a rough play here. So now let's go ahead and go on back. Let's check in on the map and get into these plays. We are in stage 2 with a minute and a half to go. Get back on over here, checking on Grim, getting ready to throw these nades right up and over onto Team 6 SM Esports. So let's go. Let's see. Oh, what a nade coming right on back. So now we are down to Argyle. He's the last one still standing. He's gonna have to get on out of there. So Team 18 pulling back from that fight with SM Esports. We did lose one from SM, but they did come out with a couple of eliminations and taking over the compound. So there we go. Looks like we got some chaos over here at the west bridge of Yasnaya. Let's see what's going on with Team 19. Team Hungary in a fight with Team 11 Berserk. Ooh, we also got some coverage from across the dinosaur head from Team 14. Torpedo. Hello, Torpedo. This is the Golden Guardians, but you can see that the Golden Guardians have the fighters coming up right near them as well. So the dinosaur head is getting pretty hot over here. We got a couple teams coming on in, all clustering up on this west Yasnaya area. So looks like we might have some chaos going on down in Rozhak as well. So let's keep an eye on that Rozhak. Let me go ahead and put that map screen back up. We've got 12 active teams in here, 42 players still in it. So there is what is happening. Let's head on over to Rozhak. It looks like Big Baby went through Rozhak with Leo still in Rozhak. So we'll just keep an eye on that for a minute. We've got Team, let's see what's happening over here. Team 4 NAD project coming out of that South George area and the crates with all those eliminations, taking over the entire western edge of this map. If you look at the map closely, all the teams are shifted over on the eastern edge. Oh, let's go. Let's see what else is happening. It looks like we got a team right over here on this north edge of the river. Let's see what's going on with Team 5 Amex. Got the big baby coming up and around, trying to get some sprays on that rotation, but I think that it was sent out an invitation on that rotation, so let's see if big baby comes up for all of that. Our zone is getting ready to pop. I think now is a good time to put that screen back up there so we can all see where the next zone is going to be. Are we going to go down towards this Rozhok north side of the river area? We are kind of centered around the garage just to the south of Severny. So let's see where we're going to shift our zone. Oh, we go all the way to the eastern side of Severny. And we just lost one from Big Baby as they are trying to come on in. So let me go ahead and scroll the map in a little bit more for you guys. There you go. You can keep an eye on the fights, on the rotations down in the lower right hand corner. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe. Let's get out into the YouTube algorithm. Let them know that we are live with some sweaty teams, some skilled players. Let's check in over. Ooh, let's check in on what the fight is now with SM Esports. They are still right here, but if you look up into that mini map, you can see that they do have several teams coming in. I see Team 5, Team 15, and Big Baby, Team 7 right on down below. So they did push the team out of this compound. Now, can they defend the compound? We do have Team 15 coming in from the north, Big Baby from the east, and Team 5, AMX, coming in from the west. Look at that mini map. It is really getting crowded over by this little compound here. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. I think we've got all the teams down here. Now's a good chance as any to go ahead and put this map up here so that you can see what's happening. We got a lot of shooting going on, but our elimination feed is pretty quiet. I'm going to switch over to AMX. It does look like they're getting some knocks over here. They've got some shots coming right back at them. We are in the barns over to the east side of Severny. So let's go check in on some more teams. You can see that the elimination feed is very quiet at the moment. We'll try to catch as many of these fights as possible. Looks like we got a push coming right up and in over here for Team 17. The fighters are now trying to push up into SM Esports and Amex, and they've decided to go down and around. Let's see what's going on over here with Madra still right here in the center compound, keeping an eye on all those teams that are still here. We still have Big Baby to the east. We still have Team 15, the Tribal Warriors to the north, and AMX over in the barn, but still defending this compound. And then we've got some chaos down here in Rozhok. So we got a couple of teams. We are in stage 3, still down here trying to get some of these eliminations. We've got Team 21, 1-4. Bogo throwing that nade right up and over onto Team Leo. And it looks like maybe Marin, maybe the last one still remaining for Leo Esports. So we'll give him just a minute to see if he can hold off the push as they are coming right up and around. Our zone does pop again. Oh, oof, what a nade. Alright, so it does look like Team 8 is starting to get a little closer up and over. So let me go ahead and put this map back up here so you guys can see that we are still going to that southeast area of Severny. You can see that Big Baby trying to push right up and through all of this. Mellstroy does have 3 elimination mills. And now let's see what else is going on over here. Let's see what Madra is doing. for SM. And now Team 14 also coming right up and in. Torpeda up at the shack, but he is just outside his zone. And Big Baby, you can see that Big Baby is paying really close attention. We got Baban over here from the crates trying to get those sight lines over to Team 14. The Golden Guardians are getting gate kept trying to come on in. While we watch this, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the map, and I'll go ahead and let you see our eliminations. We got a lot of shots going off, but not a lot happening on the elimination feed just yet. So keep an eye on that elimination feed as the fight is getting ready to get really crazy as everybody is coming on in. So let's see what else is happening. Let me see what's going on with 77. Right over here, trying to get those shots down onto 1-4. Oh, this is Team 14, the Golden Guardians. So the Golden Guardians still need to come on in, but we are starting to get a foothold into it. We got 2 or 3 anchored into the zone now, and look at this. It looks like Team 18. Woohoo! They're spotting each other out, and now here comes, I think that was Silas. No, that is Hantra trying to come up and around, trying to get the distraction plays, trying to get his team into the zone, but there's not many places for the zone. There goes Big Baby Baban. And so now Hantavirus, he stopped right over here underneath Team 8, and he knows that Team 8 is right there. Look at this. He's going to go ahead and throw that nade up and over. Aang is right there. What a nade connected by the Hantavirus. So now he does have his foot into zone. What an incredible push up the hill into this zone and making way for his team to come on in. So now Team Hungary up in this compound. Ooh, getting taken out once again by SM. SM still holding down this compound, but now they are getting pulled right up and in. Madra trying to get the spray into that goop as they come flying right on through, and Madra going down. Melclips right over here watching all the chaos, trying to make sure that his teammate can get on in. They gave up half the compound, but now let's see what's going on over here. All sorts of chaos for Team 15. Tribal Warriors also trying to push right up and in. Amex like trying to get the sprays onto Team 11. Berserk also trying to push their way right up into the zone. The rest of their team way over on the hill. And what a nade. We got nades going off, trying to hold off the pushes by these teams. Coming right up and in. Oh, look at the spray. The Hantavirus still spraying over here. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's got a nade all cooked and ready. This is Silas coming right up and in. He's gonna be able to get his teammates picked back up. There are three down. Ooh, he's gonna they're gonna come right around that corner. He's got the pump shotty, and he is able to connect. There is the 12 gauge sandwich delivered. We're down to the top 3 teams now. We have NAD Project coming all the way from that South George area up into the top 3. We've got Amix and the Golden Guardians. Golden Guardians up to 11 eliminations. We're down. That was rough, coming right up and in. So now we are down to the top 2 teams. We have Amix over here, and let's see what's going on with QV. So we're right on this western edge, And over on the eastern edge, up to 11 eliminations. Let's see what's going on with 77. I'll go ahead and put them on the side by side. They're eyeballing each other across that zone. So we do have center zone between the two. Hello, Spidey or Spoidy. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We got the nades primed and ready as they come right up and in. And so here it goes. Here comes the push from Amex right up into this compound we've been watching several times. Hantavirus. Let's see, connecting with another nade. 77 trying to get those nades right up and through over here onto QQ. Now, let's see. As the hantavirus coming up on that belly, it is hantavirus versus KVIQQ. And still bombing the house, and the house is now empty. So let's see. And now none of these teams are in zone. So here we go. Here comes another nade up and over, and we do have the hantavirus just and the hantavirus is able to see him and get that elimination. We have Havlik right over here. Let's see what Havlik can do against the hantavirus. Hantavirus seeing right across the way, trying to get the knock over onto Spike. Spike off into that distance, and so here they come, 77, and hantavirus. Ooh, hantavirus right there. Let's switch over onto 77. Havlik knows where the hantavirus is, but the hantavirus is able to get that heal off, but now they're all out in the blue. Havlik coming up and around and going down, so now we are just down to Spike from across the way, and there it is. Spike making his way over to the zone. Amix coming in first with 12 eliminations. No, 10 eliminations. It's been a day, guys. It's been a day. 10 eliminations. GG Max. We got the Golden Guardians coming in second with, let's see if I can get this one right now, 12 eliminations. Coming in third, NAD Project with 8 eliminations. GG top 3. GG. Here we go. Here are your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. SM Esports Eclipse. 5 eliminations, 578 damage. So when we come right back, we'll be jumping with SM Esports slot number 6. Be right back. To get those angles, trying to figure out where that knock player went. And 2, we got K2SV up to 2 eliminations. Also coming in from the top of this ridge line for good game. And he's also got the ghillie suit, so let's see what he can do. It looks like he's been doing some shopping. Alright, so it looks like Batman coming right up and in. Batman is one of the duos still left over here for Team 18. No, right when we switched over onto him. So now Team 18, Lethal Paradox in the blue, in El Pozo, still trying to push up onto Team 8, Vincer, Mortam, and ooh, what a nade coming up and over by Brutal. The idle goat is also knocked, so they threw those nades at each other. Lavac coming right up and in trying to get those shots over, and I think they're going to be able to get the ideal idle goat pick back up, but we gotta stay out of the spray from team 14. GG's. I'm gonna go to sleep. Guess goodnight, Green. Biggest fan. Sweet dreams, Levo. Thank you for coming out and catching some of this chaos. And we still have a bunch of these these players right on top of each other. Let's go ahead and bring back the map for you guys. I'll put the map screen back up there. And we'll check in on what is happening. You can see that we are still trying to get on out of there. Brutal. Another one taken down. So Carrie has been knocked, and now Levac is trying to get those angles. He can hear the buggies right above him. Ibrahim, no, I'm the biggest fan. Oh, Levac, he gets there. Carrie gets found, Levac gets found, so now we are down to just a solo, and I think that might be it for Brutal, because now we have Team 20, 1-4 off. Flavius is not that far away, and the rest of Team 20 is coming up and in. Thank you so much, Levo. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and put that map screen up, give you guys an idea of where our zone is going to be popping. And let me see if I can find out what is going on over here with Alfie. Alfie also in a fight at the North Leones farm. We do have Team 5 coming down and through. Kill 4 win there on that cliff edge. And it does look like we are keeping an eye straight across onto Alfie. And I think that may be a me. Yeah, they are just going to go ahead and head on by. They're just passing by. Alright, so let's see what else we can see. I feel like TBSS Tornado needs a little more screen time love, especially since they are right over here, sandwiched between Boo and Maybe. So right on top of it, looks like ME just got knocked somewhere as well. But look at this. We got to keep an eye on Tornado. Tornado is keeping an eye on the rest of the teams coming up and through. Our zone's getting ready to pop. I'll go ahead and scroll that on in, and I'll put that back up because we have 4 seconds left before our next zone hits. Let me see if I can find where ME are. Let's go on over here. Ibrahim with the gifted membership. Thank you, Ibrahim. OP in my chat. ME Leo coming right up and in onto No Name 77. So now let's see what's happening between these teams, because we also have another team. Team 20 is also coming up and in. 1-4. Oh. And another gifted membership. Thank you, Ibrahim. So here we come right up and in, but they don't have time to really loot out of these crates, because here comes the push by Team 21-4. Leo getting the initial knock onto Team 20 as they come pushing right up and in. Rex, happy Sunday to you too. Big fan, Rex. Dr. Chemist in the house. Alright. What else is happening? Maya's now coming up behind all this. Let's switch on over to 1-4. All as they are now getting sandwiched between these two teams, and they've lost zones. So we do have Mystic Esports getting some of those eliminations, and it looks like 1-for-all. Gonna go ahead and move on out, because we did have the other team coming right up and in behind it. And now let's check in on Team 13, down to just a solo. Team 13, the veterans. We had Team 11 Maybe coming right up behind them. And a Dad 7 trying to get out of there. Ooh, he's gonna go ahead and is he gonna take this hilltop? He is. He's gonna slow on down and take this hilltop ridge over here by Lapadita. Let's see if we can get some shots right on down and try to get him off of his tail. Alright, looks like he's gonna go ahead and get on out of there. We do have all this chaos still going on over here with Voo right here on top of maybe finding him up on this ridgeline, but we also have not too far behind that. We had Team 7 coming up as well. Team 7, game point. Coming in right behind these teams, and I do still love this name, GP Canducci. I still think it sounds like a dance. And they're coming right up and onto Voo going down. Canducci up to 3 eliminations, 6 eliminations for Alfie Esports. So now let's see what is going on. This northeast edge is just clustered with teams, but let's head on down to the southwest, also with 3 teams over here. We got Team 8 in the Longhouse, Team 8, Vincer Mortham, and another gifted membership, Ibrahim, OP. And so now here comes the push, but we had that angle covered over here by Team 8 right up on that ridge, and we still have Team 14. Good games coming up and around behind this. Let's just check in on where Luxus was for that angle right here on this ridge. But look at this, Team 14 also taking the shots right up and behind. So MV having those issues. My dude trying to come up around the outside. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mellstroy Projects Finals. Are you guys ready to see these scores? Coming in first, A-Mix with that winner chicken dinner, 20 total points. The Golden Guardians coming in with 18, and the NND Project tied with SM Esports at 13 points each. Ooh, the KP's very close placement points, very close. So we're headed into our next match. We're on a hard start, but we still have some teams coming on. Let's see who's in their seat. It looks like we've got a lot of teams in their seat. We have a one for all. Looks like one is enough here. Alright, so we should be getting them coming on in. I'll go ahead and put those scores back up there. Can I scroll in just one more? There you go. I think you guys can see that a little better on your screens if you're watching from a mobile phone. While you have a minute, please hit the like. It does help all of us, these teams, these players, the Discord server, bastards, Discord, and me. We all truly appreciate you. It's able to bring you guys even more of the action. Looks like everybody's in their seat, and we're getting ready to go into our Miramar match. As you can see up in the upper right hand corner, they just started that. This time we're going to be jumping with SM Esports Eclipse right here with 5 eliminations, 578 damage. There it is, and our match is starting. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Here. Who's winning this, guys? Tell me in the chat who you think is going to be crowned the champion today, because we have 4 remaining matches now to see what's going to happen next. We do have a Rondo match in here, the leaderboard shuffle, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But your last match, Top Fragger, now on your screen. Let me see if I can find them over here on the map screen. There we go. We are all set and ready, and 578 seconds to go. Ooh, what welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let's go. I think I got everything. Let me go ahead and put that map screen up there so we can all see where our next flight path is. And we're coming in from the oasis all the way at the central north, coming down across that map, going all the way between a water treatment and crater fields, El Pozo, San Martin, Monte Nuevo, Picado, over the top of Chumacera, minus the Valle, and dumping off just to that eastern side of minus del Sur between Prison and Partona on land. So any AFKs will be chicken nuggies. SM Esports is off the plane, and they do have Team 12 right there with them, the Femme Fatale. So let's see what's going to happen. Do no cry. So you can see up in the upper right-hand corner that they are right on top of each other coming on into this compound. Let's see what's going to happen. Looks like the Femme Fatale are moving off, so I don't think we're going to have an early fight. AMX is already in a fight, though. So let's check if we can find out where AMX landed really quickly. Let me head on over to AMX. They are over here in La Cabarria. So let's see what's going on with Spike. Spike was the first one to get an elimination. But we have 3 teams over here. You can see that we've got one for all over here with AMX along with Codex. So let me go ahead and get that up there. We have not even gotten our first zone. There's our first zone. We're going to the north of the map. Spike just coming right up and around, trying to get... Spike! Spike with a 3B. Spike is now down to about half health, but we do have another team over here in La Cabarria. It is 1 for all. So now it is 1 for all versus Amex. Amex in first place presently with 4 eliminations. So now let's see what else is happening on the map. I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in, find out what's happening down here in Picado. It looks like in Picado we've got Team 17, the Fighters, versus Team 10, the Vuvashan. So it looks like they're still getting in their position. We also have a fight over here with Nex there, right here in San Martin with Team 13, Ritzy Esports, and Team 18, Barbara. So let's see. Let's gonna see what we're gonna happen. We've got Team 13. So let's go ahead and put these on the side by side. 2 sweaty matches. Ooh, default down. Oh, and they were able to take him out. Look at that from across the way. It looks like Spike's gonna move on back just a little bit as 1 for all. I do hear some M249 action going on over here. Nabune was able to get an elimination across over. So let's see what else is happening. We are on the push coming up these stairs. We got Havlik right there on that edge. And we also have... Oh, we're going to go ahead and stun. I thought that was a smoke. Havlik, are you ready? Ooh, look at that right there. Right behind him. There goes Havlik going down. So I think Spike may be the last one still standing. Spike up to 4 eliminations as they are coming right up and in. Let's go ahead and give this full screen over here. So now Spike still trying to stay out of the way, and we do have Next right on down below, still coming into that San Martin area. I'll show you the map in just a moment. We still have 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. So Spike in a rough spot. Spike does not have any first aid as he is trying to push back with all of them from 1 for all. 3 of them coming right up and in. Move in that fight still going on. And AMX taken down and out by 1-for-all. So now let's go ahead and head on over to what is happening. We do have all this chaos over here. We do have 3 teams in San Martin. So let's go ahead and keep an eye on San Martin, and I'll go ahead and scroll on out. We still have a lot of these teams coming in. They're doing their looting and their rotations at the moment. But there you go, give you an idea where your team might be. And let's get back into the action now. So it does look like Team 13 and maybe getting the pinch squeeze over here. We do have Team 20 next esports right here to their west, but to their east, but they also have BRBA coming in on that eastern or western edge as well. I don't know which way is which. Whichever way you want to call it. But now look at this Wanted up on the balcony, keeping an eye right on down on top of next esports. So he does know where they are. Ooh, they are in that same room. A nade could really be devastating at the moment. Looks like BRBA maybe headed up and around over onto an AD project right across the way. Ooh, they got that initial knock, so now here they come right up and around. Let's go ahead and put some side-by-side action as we are on the push up into NAD. So can NAD hold off this cliffside? We do have those hill glitches. See if they can get on down and around. Team 18 still working their way through the NAD. So let's see. Let's see what's happening. Lovelace right on over here. The last one still standing forward next esports as the push is coming up and in from Ritzy Esports. All 3 of them. The nades are coming out, throwing those free nades down the stairs, trying to hold off the push as they're coming up and around. Let me go ahead and give him the full screen. Since it is a long distance fight, he's able to get at least one of the band-aids off. And look at this, they're going room to room, and he is just over here waiting for it. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. So now we are over here on Malar for Team 8. And Team 8 up on that radio tower hill right above Ritzy Esports. Ritzy Esports is a trio, but you can see that the kiddo is able to get 3 of those eliminated. What a knock down onto, was that a knock? I'm not sure if he got that knock or not. Alright, let's go. It does look like Team 18 is still pushing right up and in, so let's get on over. We've got some players going out to the blue zone. Let's see if we can check in on some of these fights that are going off around us. Our zone's getting ready to pop. Well, let me go ahead and put that new zone up there. We are still centering around San Martin, and we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left of zone number 2. So let's get into some more of these fights and see what's happening up on the hill with BRBA Dennis. Dennis trying to get that spray across onto NAD is here, coming all the way down and around. And I'm going to go ahead and check on the map, make sure we're not missing any other big fights going on. It looks like most of these teams are still in their rotation, but I do see Leo down in Via Del Mar in a fight. So let's see what's happening down here. It looks like I might have missed this fight down here. It looks like all 4 of them from Leo have been taken down and out by Unbroken Romania. So they're going to be able to get their teammates picked back up, get some of this loot, and they gonna have to move fairly quickly. It is still stage 2, but oh, some shots. Look at this, Dennis 1v1 right on over here, and using, oh, right in the back. So NAD, Killa, you. So he is able to get that clutch for his team. But here comes Team 13 there, listening to all of that. So NAD going to go ahead and reposition. Keep an eye over on Team 13 coming out of the wins in San Martin. And I think they might have just been getting the vehicles. So now let's see what else is happening on the map. It's a good time to put that map screen up there for you guys to check in on where your teams are. As I said, we are still mostly looting and rotating. We do have a couple of teams coming in from that north side, though. We do have the Femme Fatale, or the Femme Fatale, yep, and SM coming down from Terra Branca. So they need to come on in. But we still have a bit of time. We are still only in stage 2 for another minute. And what else can I show you? Let's go ahead and let's see what kind of sight lines we've got from Team 8 up on Radio Tower Hill. Looks like we are keeping an eye right on down onto Ritzy. Ritzy doesn't seem to take too much notice of the Mosquito 556 flying by their head. We still have SM way over in Terra Branca area. They're going to need to come on in pretty soon, but Femme Fatale also coming in right behind that NAD project and a D project up on the hill. So let's switch back to the Femme Fatale. Let me go ahead and check in on what is happening over here with Fisher. Fisher might be able to see some eyes. Look at this. They can see up on that hill. They've got sight lines across onto that vehicle, so they know that they're not too far away, and we've got NAD right up in front of them. So we might have a fight over here. This might be our next fight. Our elimination feed is very quiet. We'll check on over when we do switch. So let's go ahead and zoom in on the map a little more. Our zone did pop, and we're going down to the south of San Martin, closer to Picado. Let me put that map screen up there for you guys and get a little more centered. So there you go. Give you guys an idea where your teams are. Let me figure out where our next fight, one for all, right on over here, coming right up in between Team 14. And those are the Golden Guardians, along with Voov up on the Picado Mountains already. Let's see if they can get up into this compound away from all the shots from the double team coverage. We do have a whole line of Team 10, Voov Shine, up on that ridge line. So they are keeping very close watch on all that. We got a lot of chaos going on over at the Hacienda del Patron. So let's head on over and see what's happening outside of zones. Let's see what's happening here. We got Team 15 over here. Team 15 are the Tribal Warriors. We got Team 13 Ritzy Esports. Team 12 the Femme Fatale. Team 11 Berserk, and Team 4 NAD. They're all coming right up and into the Hacienda del Patron. So Hacienda, the hotspot, outside of zone at the moment. Look at this. You can see that a lot of these teams are getting picked off over in that distance. So now let's go ahead and find out what else is happening with Femme Fatale Black. Coming right up and through the farm areas, not too far away from the Hacienda del Patron. Let's head on back to the Hacienda itself. It looks like everybody has gone ahead and moved around, but now one for all, right over here, getting pulled up on by the NAD project. And there goes Killer Youth. Bogo coming right on through. So While we watch this fight over here, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. It looks like SM wrapping down and around, going to the southern side of this new zone. Let's go. I thought that said BOGO, but it looks like Bogd. Buy one, get one, dog. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. Our zone is getting ready to pop. I'm going to go ahead and put that map screen back up there so you guys can see that we're still going to Picado and the hills to the west. And look at this. We got the Golden Guardians. He is center zone over here on the hills just to the east of Picado. So they're all going to be wrapping up and around. Hint the virus one more time on your screen for being in that center zone area. So you can see that we've got a lot of rotations coming down and around. I think we might have some issues for Silas over here. Silas does have several teams right behind him. Keeping an eye over onto Team 19. Team Hungary. And using that mini spam to try to get him out of that coop. That coop is a flying, but that coop is headed straight on into SM over onto the other side. Let's see what's happening. As Madra also trying to get in on some of these shots. Look at that, just getting into that house right on time. So the hills to the east of Picado, very hot at the moment. Let me go ahead and scroll on in so you guys get a little better idea where your teams might be now. We still have a lot of chaos going on the northern side of the zone. We still have Team 15 Tribe Warriors trying to come on down and in from Team 8 as well. A modern net right on through the center of One for All, and Femme Fatale is coming right into the Golden Guardians. So all that chaos is going off, and then Big Baby all the way down at the southern side. Big Baby also trying to get some, that nade. That nade was close. So the southern side of these hills, very hot these zones, very hot as well. So trying to hold off the push from the Big Baby coming right up and over. You can see the side-by-side action of these two teams as the Big Babies are pushing right up and over. And let's see what's happening over here for Neely 69. I'm not sure what your name is, but let's go. Lie 69. Ooh, and a big baby going on down. Let's see what else is happening over here. If we can click over, and we're still down. We got two of them down. Let's see what's going on with our glass match. Top fragger also paying attention to Team 19, Team Hungary, as Big Baby also trying to get the shots right up and across. You can see XO straight across on the one screen, straight across from Eclipse over on the left side. And the rest of Big Baby coming right up and over. Eclipse popping up, and there goes SM out to the Big Baby. So now let's see what's happening over here with M and Pooch. And see the Big Baby still wrapping up and around, and we got some chaos going on over here with Team 14. Look at that, they're coming right up and over onto Team 14. Team 14 on the other side. We've got MN over here. Team 8 Modern Net trying to hold off Team 10 Vouv Shine, coming in from the Picado Mountains into Picado. That rotation down off the mountains into Picado. Picado is open, but they are now getting gate kept. So now let's get on over to Team 14. Find out what is happening right over here on the other side. See the nades. The nades are getting so close on your right side. So the right side, Team 14, the Golden Guardians trying to push right up and in. MN Pooch trying to get away from the sprays from all these different teams. One for all. I see Flavius right there in that. Oh, so did Pooch. Pooch with that angle straight across. But now the big babies are coming right up and over the top. So let's see what's happening from the top. And Boo also trying to come on in from that western edge, coming in from Picado, trying to come on in, and Throws trying to come on down, doing the distraction, jumping on out in the desert. Gilly trying to get the shots mid-spray, gets him down to 1 HP. Let's go ahead and find out what else is happening with this zone. We are in stage 6 now. Big baby taking over this zone. But we also have the Golden Guardians across the ways trying to stop the teams from coming into the zone from that other side. Let's go. Gee, oh, he's down and out. And Antivirus, the last one's still standing. Oof. What a nade coming in from 1 for all. 1 for all. Let's see what's going on over here. The nade's still coming up and over. We've got the two teams right up on these cliff lines, and Flavius right there in Stroh's sight lines. We are up to 8 eliminations for the big babies. 1 for all, down to just a solo. Nabune trying to come up and over. Nabuni right there. What an ending. Big babies coming in first with 11 eliminations. Coming in second, 1 for all with 13 eliminations. Top 2 with double digits. And Team Hungary coming in third with with 2 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12. Oops, sorry guys. 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. 1 for all. Nabune. 6 eliminations, 567 damage. So when we come back, we will be jumping with Team 21. 1 for all. Hello, Ibrahim. Much bigger fan. We will be right back with the scores and match number 3 of the Mellstroy project. Please hit the like. I'll be right back. Trying to get those angles covered, but now here comes the mollies to push him off that edge, and he gets pinched between the two sides. 79, the last one still standing way over on this back edge outside the zone. The zone trying to push him right up and through. He does not take those shots, does not give his position away, because he knows that Team 14 are right here as well. And look at this, Team 14, they are also aware that he is trying to get on into that zone. Let me go ahead and scroll this map on in to give you guys a better idea of where your team is, because we still have 13 teams in this. Let me show you on the map where your team may or may not be. If you've got a team in this lobby, let me know and we'll keep an eye on them. And it does look like Lovelace does not want 79 to get on out of that, and you know 79 is not having fun on his feet. But now here comes Team 8, also trying to get out of the longhouse, going up and around on the other side. Everybody pushing over towards this Leones area to the north side. the northern Leones area. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more. That northern side really starting to get covered with all these teams coming in, and it does look like Team 4 down to just that solo. So let's check in on what is happening with Team 9 coming up. The Exotic Alliance still coming up into Alfie, still holding down the North Leones farm. We got Team 17 not too far away, KD Esports, and they are all trying to hold them off. As now here comes Team 14 out of that fight we were just watching, right up and in between Team 9 and let's see, that was Team 9 on a very large split this late in the stage, but we do have that solo over here from Team 17, KD Esports. I'm not sure how he's going to get out of this longhouse, and right on through Team 14. Let's go back up and check in on our top fragger of that last match, Tornado. Ooh, Tornado paying attention to maybe Esports coming up on that ridge line. He just got that sight line right across. Kizra, my beautiful twin, how are you today? Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. You can see that almost all of these teams right now are doing the edge zone sweeps. They are trying to get all these teams that are out in the zone, trying to come into the new zone. They're trying to get some of these eliminations before rotating in. We've only got 2 or 3 teams in the zone at this time. So now let's go on over and find out what is going on. Witchers, I can say that name. And Spence still up to 2 eliminations, but he does have some sight lines over onto Team 22. Team 22, the Luis team. So now now they're gonna be one of the edge zones coming right up and in onto all these teams right here in this northern side of Leones. We're gonna go ahead and take over the Grays. Oh, that's not a good place to park, Spence. Ooh, get on out of there. We still have Alfie up in that farm area, but now Alfie has to come out of that area too. So let's see what's going on. Capizino trying to stop TBSS, and oh, Tornado is down quite a bit, about 5 HP still left, and it does look like Tornado was able to get that heal off, but now TBSS down to just a duo, stuck out here in the middle of this farmland with no vehicles, and all these 556 mosquitoes just flying right on past them. Let's check in on Vincer Mortem also trying to get some of those shots over onto Alfie and TBSS. They know that they've got to come on into this zone. Vincer Mortem just in zone. He is one of the few players in this zone at this moment. So now let me go ahead and show you on the screen really quickly where the new zone is. A perfect donut zone coming in, and we do have that road coming to split up the zone, but it's shifted pretty far to the south, so we might be on this northern side. Luxus right here. Oh. And here comes Tornado, the last match now. Fragger on the push, right up and in onto Luxus. He tries to get, oh, that pink beetle not doing any justice. And Alfie down to just Tychus. Tychus is the last one still standing, I see, for Alfie. Let's see, is he? No, we do have Jakey still in this, but they are trying to push onto different sides. They are all trying to get right up and in onto this new zone, and Capizino does get taken out. Let's go up and get a sky view of what is happening. The most of the zone is over on this side. We're down to the final 4 teams of this match. We got Team 14, good game. We got Vincent, Mortem, Alfie, and we've got one more, and I don't know which is the last. Oh, I see. Over here, all the way to this western edge, we have the Exotics Alliance. So let me go ahead and scroll on up a little bit, try to give you guys the best view I can. And oh, Tychus gets found. Jakey's still trying to push right up and in though over here. And here comes Team 14 on this spin, going right up and over on 2. And I think that is it. Taking out the Exotic Alliance over on that edge. And now we are down to just the final 3 teams. Alfie, the last one, still standing, keeping his head down. But look at Vincer Mortem. We have 2 players. 2 players with 7 points each. Elims by themselves. They have 18 total. Sharik right here with 8 of those now. Still trying to throw those nades. What a perfect nade onto the empty beetle. And there it is. The ending of match number 2. Vincer Mortem. We are is that 20 eliminations? 19 eliminations, guys, because I cannot count today. GG's coming in second. Elfie with 4 eliminations. A good game coming in third with 10 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, meet because it looks like Stadium might be under both of these flight paths, so we might have a bunch of teams right along in there. I think most of these teams that are on the east to westbound flight path, they're going to be going over towards that Neox factory. Kisra, look at that. We got teams going down to your favorite city. We got them going down. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mellstroy Project Finals. Are you guys ready to see these scores? Coming in first, 1, 4, all with 29 total points. Amix at 25, tied with Big Baby. Look at this, 25 total points. And then the Golden Guardians at 24. We are headed into Rondo, the leaderboard shuffle match. So anything can happen. These scores are all so close. There's 11 points between first and fifth, and we know 11 points is not hard at all to get on Rondo. So we gotta keep an eye on these leaderboards as we are coming into tonight's third match of the Mellstroy Project. You can see that they are coming in a little slower right now, but we are closing in on hard start, and we know that these teams like to do the wows, keep them all hot and sweaty, especially for Rondo. So hopefully these teams will pop on in and get on into their seats a little bit faster. So while you're out there, I'm going to go ahead and put the map, or put the scores back up there for you guys. And if you would hit that like, it really does help us all out quite a bit. Helps these teams, these players, the Bastards Discord server, and me. So there it is. And we're up to 45 players, guys. They're coming in slow. You've heard it coming in hot. Well, this is coming in cold. They may be hot, but they're coming in slow. They got the turtle pace moving them. So while they do that, I'm going to go ahead and drink a little more water. I know you guys hate the sound of my water bottle, so I'll go ahead and mute for just a second. And let's check in again on our teams. Havlik, he does like to sit in that slot number 1, and he says, I'm number 1. Let's go. Let's check in. We do have quite a bit more in here now, up to 67. So these guys' fingers should be all nice and warmed up. And it looks like we're going to come in with all the teams. We know that Havlik will hop down in at the last second possible. We've seen that in the first 2 matches. So let's go. Let's go ahead and keep on scrolling on down. I think everybody's just about in their seat. We are missing a couple here and there. Here's our first match top fragger, Eclipse. So let's go. Oh, Havlik in his seat. There we go. So we should be getting ready to start in a moment. I'll go ahead and put those scores back up there for one more brief moment in time. It looks like slot number 3, they are having a few issues keeping their players in their seat. Codex. So there it is. And let's go ahead and check the sound. Perfect. Oh, there we go. I think we're just about ready. I'm trying to find out what's going on. Alright, I can check that later. Lots of pings, guys. Lots of pings. You guys seem to like to ping me while I'm streaming. Alright, let's go. Everybody having a good spring. We're having lots of chaos, lots of storms over here. Not sure about where you guys live. I know that there are droughts, there are storms, there are just absolute chaos around this world, and I hope you are all safe. It looks like there we go. We are starting. This time we are going in with 1 for Nabune. 6 eliminations, 567 points. So as soon as we load on into our Rondo match, we should be ready to go. Alright, let's get on down to Nabune. There he is. And all the way down. Last but certainly not least, 1 for all. There's your last match top fragger on your screen in the gorgeous Rondo map. Guys, tell me in the chat who you think is going to win the Mellstroy project. You guys need to let me know who are you rooting for. You want me to check in on a team, you just got to let me know in the chat, and we'll check in on them. Keep an eye on what they're up to. Here is the map. And we've got the double chopsticks. There we go. So we're coming in from that south, almost right on top of each other. One headed over towards the east, and one of the flight paths headed to the north. So one's very central, going up and through, pretty close to the Neox factory, either side, right over the top of the temple. So a lot of these hot drops right below the flight paths, making it easy for some very, very quick fights at the beginning. So let's see where we're going. I see a lot of movement down on the southern side of the flight paths. We got a couple teams headed off to the east and to the west. We got a bunch of solos spreading out, going to their spawn point, or to their recall points. And here we go, Nabuni off the plane for 1 for all, headed on down with Team 15 Tribal Warriors. And I see way too many teams on this to count them out, but we are going down into the temples, in our first zone all the way to the north side of the map. So I'll try to get as many of these fights in here as possible. We got the chaos happening over here at the temples, and we got a bunch of chaos going on over at the Neox factory. I'll go ahead and do side by side. So now we do have 2 of them already down for one for all. Nabuni coming out and around does get a knock. He's up to 2 eliminations now, trying to keep him off of his teammates. And look at all the meds right around his feet. We have fights going on in every direction. So we are over here on the right side on next esports. Looks like we're going to be able to get a couple of the players up for next. Let's head on over to Eclipse over here. So Nabuni going down, but we do have Flavius right over here, also up here on the balcony, just waiting for Nabuni to come up and through. So we've got several of the players of One for All right up here, but they're over here next to Ritzy. Ritzy coming on down and through. Let me go. He clips up to 5 eliminations. Also going to be able to get his teammates picked back up. And getting some free chicky nuggies coming and crawling right up into him. It looks like Secret coming up and around on your left side. Getting ready to throw some nades right. Oh, he doesn't have any nades, guys. No nades to throw into the temples. And look at that. We got BOGD right there on that balcony. So he knows his head is not clear. He's got to keep that level 3 helmet intact as much as possible. And Eclipse is still getting knocks over on the right side of your screen. Amex, Havlik also getting some eliminations, getting some knocks. Silas getting some eliminations, some little knocks. So let's see what we can find. We got Big Baby. Oh, he has been knocked over here. Baban coming down from the mountains to the north side of, actually the south side of the temple. We still have Secret on the move now as they are trying to get him. He's got that S12 trying to get those shots up onto that. So now let's check in on Wanted across the way as 1 for all. Nabuni has been knocked, but we still have Flavius up. Flavius also trying to get these shots, and over on the right side we have Eclipse up to 6 eliminations, still trying to hold off the push from Team 10, Vuvshan. And Flavius throwing that nade right up and over. Ooh, that nade was close, and he felt that coming. And we've got Wanted right on down below, but we also have Big Baby. Big Baby is wrapping around on that western edge. So now look at Flavius watching his teammate coming down from the sky, coming right up and through. Flavius! Ooh! Whoa! Flavius coming right up and over, but now here comes the push by Big Baby. Big Baby coming up and over on that western edge, of the temples, and we still have Eclipse on a spree. Eclipse himself is up to 7 eliminations. Flavius taken down and out, getting ready to be recalled. And so now let's see what else is happening. We still have all the chaos that's going on over in the Neox factory that is now outside the zone. So we're gonna got that blue pushing these teams on in. Big Baby Strohs right on over here. One of the final 2 players over here in the temple is gonna be able to get all that loot, and here comes the blue to push him into that zone. I feel as a fight getting ready to start over here. with Team 16 on Broken Romanian and Team 11. Team 11 Berserk. Berserk coming right on through. Got the seat swaps going off. Let's see if we can catch in on what is happening with Rin as Rin comes out and around trying to get some of the distraction away from the rest of his team coming on in. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Up in the zone, our zone is so far to the north side. So what is happening over here with Team 8 coming in? Team 8 coming in over on the eastern side. And now next is in a fight with Leo. Let's head on down here. Find out what is happening. Leo Marin has been knocked. Trying to get away from next. Also trying to come on in. So let's see what Sanche. Sanche is way over onto this edge. Just trying to get some of the loot from this compound. Hopping back into that roadster coming out of the blue. And they're going to end up still over here onto team, let's see, which did I click onto? Yes, it is next. Sorry guys, it's always messing me up when they have different tags. Alright, so now we do have Eclipse coming on in with 8 eliminations into the zone. We are headed into zone 3 very soon. And there's your zone. We still have players spread all over the place. Sad OP in my chat. Hello, Sad. So now let's see what's happening with the rest of them. Lovelace coming up and through. Keeping an eye over onto Team O. He just got out of their sight line. So now let's see what else is happening. We got a bunch of chaos over here in center zone. So let's check in on what is happening in center zone. We got the Golden Guardians coming right up and through. They drove right through the middle of Team 8 and Team 3. They are right on both sides coming into the mountainous region of the map. So now let's see what else is happening. Let's head on over here to Silas, because Silas is right on top of Team 10 trying to come up and through. And let me go ahead and fix this map for you guys so you guys can kind of try to figure out where your teams are, because your teams are everywhere. AMX also in a fight. So now let's go ahead and put this map screen up here for you. There you go. See where everyone is. Here are all the rotations. Big Baby right there in front, in between Team 10. So Big Baby on this side. So let me go ahead and find where AMX is fighting. We'll go ahead and leave that there. Our zone shifts again. Look at this. We're still going to the north, but we shifted a little bit to the west on this. Let me go ahead and put that back up there. Let me find AMX zone, pushing these teams right up and in on top of each other. We are headed into zone 4. So let's go. Let me find AMX right on down here after the southern side. Go ahead and put some AMX on your screen. They are in an active fight. We'll go to side by side, find out what's happening with them as they're pushing up into the south side. And the Big Baby over here on this northeast side trying to push right into the Golden Guardians up here. So the Golden Guardians on the top of this ridge line, looking down, watching the rotations as they're coming down right underneath them. And the temple at the top of the mountains. It looks like we're still trying to get into the zone, trying to gatekeep any of these teams that are coming on in. Ritzy Esports also in a fight over here. Wanted going down. Secret getting ready to throw those nades right over into Voove. So now let's see AMX. They're trying to get Spike picked back up, as we do have Team Team 11, Berserk coming up and around, as well as the fighters. The fighters off in that distance. So now let's get on. Oh, it's not bad enough to get knocked, but he's also got to be on fire. So now let's see what's happening with the light. The light trying over here, trying to shine it down onto Team 14. Is Team 14 coming in? I hear all sorts of chaos from the S12s coming in on top of the bush from Dorbita coming in with that S12, and we also have the Hantavirus. They are clearing these buildings out 2 by 2. Oh, that nade coming right up and in, followed by the second nade, taking the Hantavirus down to about 5 HP. So now we still have Ritzy on the outside. Ritzy wanted up to 3 eliminations with more nades in his hand. Look at this nade! Ooh, he's able to get that nade right into that corner, right on that edge. So now here comes the rest of Team 14 coming right up and the both. They get traded in secret down to 5 HP on the chaos of this push. We still have Amex trying to hold off the teams coming out of the blue on this edge sweep. So now Amex, we got the QQ still trying to get the shots right on down on top of them. Let me go ahead and throw on in a little more. We still have all this chaos that's going on between Ritzy. Let's see what's happening all the way at that north side. I've got a minute to put this map screen up here, give you guys an idea of where we are. So we're going to come up right on over here where this fight is happening at the north side, outside of zone. Still trying to get those zone sweep, trying to get those teams coming out of the blue. One, Flavius up to 7 eliminations. Look at this, he just got another one as we switched on over. They're up, 1 for all, up to 10 eliminations. So now let's go. Let's see where the next chaos is going to take us. It's going to take us down to the south side as SM are trying to come right up and in. Let me get Eclipse on the screen as they are trying to push right on in as well. So now let me get on over. And let's see who is that just got some. Oh, Flavius right on down below. Flavius is up to 8 elimination. Eclipse up to 8 elimination. Look at these fraggers go. These fraggers finding these eliminations over here on Rondo. This is the Mellstroy projects. We are in the finals, down to the top 9 teams. Then game number 3 of 5. So we have 2 more matches after this, but these teams are collecting points. Double digits for these teams coming on in. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Ooh, look at that. Coming right in onto Codex on your right hand screen. And we, from across the way. What a cheeky peek. Alright, let's go ahead and show you our new zone. Let me put that map up there, give you guys an idea of what is happening. We got a second to catch our breath. We still have 7 teams in this. Does look like we might have some issues going on right on down below here. We got a player from NAD. It is extend over here, trying to keep his head down. He is up to 4 eliminations, trying to wait him out, and he does. He's successful in all of that. So team 17 was that Amex. They had all the teams just moving on out. So now Amex coming in with double digits as well, up to 10 eliminations, coming right up and in on top of BRBA. Oh, trying to get those emergency cover flares coming on down, just getting pushed up on by Amex. And now Amex right up on top of all these teams. We've got all these teams clustered at the north side. Plus we have Team 17, the fighters coming in from the south side of the map. So now let me go ahead and scroll on in a little more. And our map closes in again. Here comes all the Doritos from the sky. We've got Amex in a fight with 1-4. Oh, so now QQ going down. Let's check in on Spike over here, and let's see what's happening with Flavius. Flavius is up to 8 eliminations on this fight. Let me get the side by side going for you guys. There you go. Spike still throwing those, throwing the smokes. We've got Amex up to 11 eliminations and 1-4 all up to 11 eliminations as well. We still have the teams coming in from that south side as well. Our elimination feed is quiet though. We've got shots going on all the way around. You can see Team 17 across the way. 1-for-all right down below Spike. We did lose Havlik, and we are down to the top 4 teams. Ooh, Spike almost with that Dorito on his head. Just almost getting the squish play. So now we've got AMX. We've got a solo from Ritzy. We've got the fighters coming in from the south side. And an active fight over here between 1-4 and Amex. Look at this, Spike watching as Team 17 trying to push right up and in. We do have the solo from Ritzy over here trying to take the shots, trying to keep his head down. As the rest of the teams all right here trying to get those shots across onto Amex, trying to keep the fighters off of him. The fighters down to just a solo over here now. Also right in line with a 1-4 all across the way. And they're still in that active fight. Look at this. Both of these solos keeping the pressure on AMX as we've got 1-for-all able to push up and over. Let's go back over onto AMX. See how they are holding up under the pressure from the two teams, and it does look like Light is getting pushed up on now. They've had it from the solo, putting so much pressure onto them, and now AMX down to just a duo. One of them was knocked. I didn't see which one. It looks like they're back up under their feet, though. So now here we go. Still trying to come on in right on top of 1-for-all and 1-for-all now, just down to Nabune. Nabune's the last one, and he goes out. So now we're down to the top 2. The solo from Ritzy versus all 3 of them over here from Amex. Amex, they're throwing those nades right up and over into Light. And here comes the squish play. There's some tires splatter. There it is. Amex coming in first with 17 total eliminations. 10 placements. That is 27 total points coming out of Rondo. Coming in second with 16 elimination. Ritzy Esports coming in third. 1-4. All with 14, all top 3 teams double digits, and they are big double digits. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18 and 19. Going all out. 1-4 off. Flavius. 8 eliminations. 1,246 damage. We'll be jumping with Team 21. 1-4 all when we come right back, and we will be checking out the new scores coming out of the leaderboard shuffle match of Rondo. This is the Mellstroy Project Finals, and I will be right back. On to Jadina City. Let's see, who is this? I think that's maybe. Oh, maybe is jumping not too far away with Game Point. And our first zone pops, and we are going all the way to that northeast side. So this big cluster, and I do mean a big cluster over, is this Yulin? Yes, it is, right over the top of Yulin. Look at the cluster coming on down and in, and I think even Sharik is coming right into all of this, so we're gonna stay here for just a minute, see if Sharik, our last match top fragger, can do anything against all these teams that have come into Yulin. So we're over here at the temples. We do have TBSS over here. We got KD over here. Let me go ahead and show you. So we have Vincent Mortham, Alfie over here, TBSS, Voov over here. We got GG, good game, KD7, D Games, Team 17 and Team 22. Luis Team. Oh, Sharik. At least he's able to get 2 level 1. Oh, he's got this nade primed and ready. Gets it right up and over, but he throws it over towards Woody, and Woody is able to find him from Vu. So let's see. Woody also knocked on that. So now let's see the Sour Boy over on this side, trying to get those shots. The Sour Boy also gets found by Sanchi from Good Game. Let's see, where is Sanchi over here, holding down one of the temples, trying to keep his head down and out of all this chaos. And it looks like he's going to try to push right up and in onto Team 12. Team 12, Boo, but the rest of his team also getting pulled up on, using the wide open over here. And look at this, his teammates all the way down on that recall. We still have all these teams in here. You can see that they are uphill. They are in each and every one of these temples down here in Yulin. Yulin, a big hot drop for EU. And now we got Alvina trying to get some of those nades up and over. And there's just so much chaos. I cannot catch in on who is doing all the fragging. Let's get on over here to Alfie. Tikas up to an elimination, still coming up and around on top of all of this. Look at this. He is on the uphill of Yulin, trying to get those shots right on down and in. We also have a lot of chaos over at the Neox Factory, as the Neox Factory has teams, even a couple of teams up here on this roof. We've got Team 21, the top stars right here, with Team 19, My Valiant Victory, not too far away. No names. And look on the edge over here in these edge buildings. We got Kill for Win right over here with Team 9, the Exotic Alliance. And then look at all the teams at that Neox Factory. So let me put the iPad up there for just a second so you guys can check in on the Neox Factory. Is your team in the Neox Factory? We've got Team 9 pushing right up and in onto Kill for Win at the Neox Factory. But let's get back on over here, see if our top fragger is still over here. Oh, he's got those sight lines right up in on the Elfie. So we'll go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit over here at the Neax factory, see if we can find out what kind of fights are going on, because Team 3 No Names has pushed in from the racetrack, and now they are trying to push right up in onto Team 19, My Valiant Victory. And we still have, going down to that Molly, going right on out for the top stars. So now the top stars are down to just a solo. And we got some chaos for Kali, right up and over. And now that S12 put in some work as Team 9 are pushing right up and in onto him, and he goes down. And so now let's see what else is happening up on top of this. We still have kill for win over on the other side of the map. So now let's see if we can get back over towards this Neax factory, because there's just too much action happening. We still have 3 teams over here, and they are starting to clear on out. We still have a solo from No Names. We have a trio. Oh, we got another one coming right up in our last match. Top fragger does go down. We still have all these teams all the way over here in the blue. So over in the blue, we have Alfie still here. We have Vincent Mortham, Shroom, the last one over here. Shroom gets taken down and out. So let's get back on over to Yulin, because we don't want to miss the rest of them. We do have teams that are starting to move on out, but they are now fighting the blue zone as well. And I'm not sure I clicked on anyone over here. Let's try this one more time. 1 for all. Also coming right up and in onto Yulin. So we have even more chaos going on in Yulin over here at the temples. And don't forget, the temples are out in the blue, and we are still heading to that northeast edge of Rondo, the map of chaos, the map for fraggers. And we are trying to get some eliminations. Looks like King is going to go ahead and head on down and out. Let's see if we can find another fragger over here. So now we still have good game. Team 14 over here trying to get those eyes over onto Team 20 as they are trying to rotate on out of there. And Albania right on over here. Hello, Sultan. Hello, how are you, the Sultan in my chat? All right. TBSS also trying to get those shots over onto Team 20, moving on out. Albana right here on this balcony, keeping an eye, but you can see that we are down to about 3 teams over here. So now let's go ahead and shift our focus over to the zone, because the zone only has a few teams over in here, and I feel like we're about ready to get another fight right on over here. His brutal team is coming up right behind No Names. You can see No Names just taking those shots as brutal, trying to get up and over these flatlands, headed over towards the zone area. And also not too far away, we did have Rue. So let's see what's happening in the zone though. Outside, in the zone, in the play zone. And Team 13 trying to survive this fight. And I think that is it for Team 13 right at the center zone compound. So now let's see what else is happening. It looks like the Neax factory still has a bit of chaos going on over here. Shamsu Shamsu Dominican, he is right over here with all 4 of them from the Exotic Alliance. And I don't think the Exotic Alliance is gonna know that there is a solo just standing there AFK. So let me go ahead and put that map screen up. You guys can check in on where your teams may be. Looks like we got some rotations not too far away from Vood, trying to get on into zone. And I do see that one of them from Team 9 does seem look like he found that AFK over here. And he does. He finds the AFK and takes him on out. There they go. So now an extra little chicken nugget. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mellstroy Project Finals. We are headed into tonight's final 2 matches. Are you guys ready to see these scores? Coming out of that Rondo Leaderboard shuffle match, Amex taking the lead with 2 winner chicken dinners, 52 total points. 1-4 all coming in second with 48 total points. Those brutal fights at the very end. And Big Baby coming in third with 35 total points. There are your scores. Headed into match number 4. I believe I saw Miramar. Yes, I did. We are headed into Miramar. Our teams are almost all in their seats. Let's check in on what is happening. We are missing a few from Next Esports. Here they come. So we should be starting fairly soon. Here they are, all right there as we talk about them. And I'll pop the scores back up there. If you guys could please hit the like. It does help all of us out quite a bit. It lets these players be seen in the YouTube algorithm. The teams, the Discord server, and me. It helps us all out. I appreciate you. Going into Miramar, we are headed in with 1-4 off Flavius. 8 eliminations, 1,246 damage. So I think this is the second match in a row where we're jumping with 1-4 all as a top fragger. So let's head on over to Flavius in the crystal suit and get him over onto the map screen as well. Here we go, guys. 15-14. And are you ready? He's got the full. I love that gun. One of my favorite maxed out guns. Let's go ahead and switch on over. Black Monster Official. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're coming up from the prison island right over Minas del Sur. Going across via Del Mar just to the east of Monte Nuevo, right between Crater Fields of water treatment, and dumping off on the eastern edge of the oasis. So it's kind of central flight path. But these teams liking that eastern edge, Puerto Patricio and Pala areas, they're going to have to go on down, find some vehicles on the rotate. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. So let's go, guys. Let's see what's all happening. We are jumping with the last match. Top fragger Flavius from 1-4 all. Alright, so we got a couple of teams coming on down right by Partona. We've got Team Hungary right here with Team 17, the Fighters. They're kind of distance. It looks like Monte Nuevo is going to be a hot spot. Big Baby also dropping over towards El Pozo with Team 4, the NAD project, and it does look like 1-4 all. They are jumping with 2 other teams, and it looks like they're headed over to La Cabarria. They're going to be jumping with Amex again. So we got to keep this on the screen, guys. And let's see where our first zone is. Our first zone up in that northwest edge. So these teams dropping right here in La Cabarria. They will have close to center zone, so they're going to have all the time they need to take this fight. Let's go ahead and get them up there. There we go. Flavius watching as Team 5 Amex comes down and around behind him. We also have some fights going over here in San Martin. Let me go ahead and scroll on in, find out what's happening. We have Ritzy over here with Next Esports. We got one from Ritzy going down. And Light is the last one still standing. Let me go ahead and put this up here. As Light is trying to hold off the push from Next Esports coming up and through. Kiddo is still knocked out. Who is able to get one of them knocked? He is Aang. As Aang comes... Oh, that's the wrong person, guys. That is the wrong person. So now let's see what else is happening. As Team 20 are still right on down below. And he's trying to hold him up. He is the last one still standing. Flavius being really careful. He knows that he is surrounded. He does not have a vest. He is on the left side of your screen. The last match, top fragger. These are the top teams coming into the final, or into this Miramar match, the final Miramar match of tonight's matches. So let's go. And it looks like Next Esports was able to finish that off. So now let's see what's happening on down in Monte Nuevo. We do have two teams over here in Monte Nuevo. On your right hand side, we got Leo versus Team 8. Team 8 Modern Net right over on that edge. The big fight at the moment is number 1 and number 2 over here in La Cabarria. So we got the M1 Grand in Fel 77. Vu also in a fight. Let's see if I can figure out where Vu is in the active fight as well. Where are Vu? Where are Vu? And I'm not seeing it on the map, but oh, Amex is able to find Black. So Black has been knocked, the initial knock. Are we going to have a push down there coming right up and in? And Flavius able to find Havlik right on that knock as Havlik is coming on in. So now let's see. I think Leo is fine. It doesn't look like they're going to be very aggressive. They're right on the edge. We already have one from Modern Net up and around, coming through with that anchor already in. Flavius now in a 1v1 right here, trying to hold him off, but that Molly almost take him out. And there goes QQ is now down 4. Oh, look over there. We do have one coming down right behind him. Flavius trying to keep his head down. And Flavius is able to find another one up at the top. And so now, let's see what's happening over here. Default is the last one still standing for Amex. Amex still in the center of all four of them. All four of them still standing. No, we did lose one, guys. We did lose BOGD. And it looks like we're going to be able to get Black picked back up. So now it is down to default trying to get up and over onto the roof of the print shop with the rest of these teams all coming up and around. Now's a good time to put that map screen up there for you guys. There you go. You can figure out where your teams are. Let me know in the chat where your teams are. GGOFGG next. Go next. There we go. I can read some days. Hello, Dax. Hello. So yes, next. Look at this. Next is over here. Let me check in on NAD Center Zone. Coming right up into the Crater Fields Mountains. Oh, we might have a fight right on over here. Let's go over here and find out what is happening. as they come right up and in onto Team 15. The Tribe Warriors already at the top of the hill in this compound. But we do have an active push coming up and through. Look at Topic. Tribe Warrior Topic right over here, trying to hold off the pushes. They are coming right up and around. So here they come into the fight, into all of this. Let me go ahead and put next right on down here for my YouTube chat. Man, right here, Razor is up to 3 elimination decks. There you go. Right on down in that lower right hand corner. Topic. Oh, what a nade coming right up and through from BRBA on this push to the top of the hill. Now let's head on over and find out what is happening. Looks like he is still trying to find his spot in this zone. He was able to get out of La Cabrera in a way, but now he's pulled right up and in right next to the NAD project. He's gonna go ahead and find himself a little home. So now let's see what else is happening over here. It looks like we've got another team coming right up and in onto the hilltop zone. Ooh, Berserk. The Berserkers coming right into that M4 spray. So now let's go. Let's see what else is happening on our screen. Let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there while we have a minute to check in on where we think our next teams are going to be fighting, or check in on where your team is. If you got a team in here, just let me know and we will check in on them. So I feel like we might have, let me check in over here on the Team 16. Team 16, keeping an eye, the Unbroken Romania, keeping an eye on Big Baby right across. Ooh, they're up. Big Baby in those sight lines. Big Baby has the whole world. Let's check in out. Bam! Look at this. Up at the church to the north side of El Pozo. They've got this compound. They've got all the sight lines. They've got it all from the top. They just need to defend the top of the world. And we do have Modern Net not too far down below them. Berserk in a fight now. Let's see what's going on over here. Let's see, I did not catch in on it, but it does look like the Femme Fatales were over here with the BRBA. So now let's see, where was that other fight that I just saw? Let's go on over here with Berserk. Here we go. Berserk. Click. Thank you. Berserk now. Now, right on the edge of zone, not too far away from the Golden Guardians. I did see, oh, look at that. Torpedo trying to keep his helmet out of that M4 spray. So now, let me go ahead and zoom on in onto this map so when we switch over, you guys have a little better idea of what's happening. I don't want to chop off the teams rotating up, the fighters coming up from that south side, so you can check in on the rotations. Oh, they were just laying on that cooler as they are getting found by those shots from across the way by Silas making sure that he is letting them know that is not the place to be. Silas with those sight lines over onto Team 11, the Berserk. Alright, let's see what else is happening. We only have 24 seconds left of stage 2, and we still have a lot of rotations. So it looks like SM may be coming in pretty close on this northeast side to BRBA. And let's go ahead and scroll on in because our map is getting Our zone is getting ready to close again. Let me put that up there as Torpedo coming up and around trying to get some of those distractions so the rest of his team can get the shots from the berserks popping out, trying to get those shots. And we are headed over to the north side of El Pozo. Now, we just saw that we had a team up on the El Pozo, up in the El Pozo ridgeline to the north, up in that church area. And now let's see if they can defend it, because here they come. Team 16, Unbroken Romania on your screen. And now let's see what this is going to happen over onto this side. As we've got the push from the Golden Guardians coming right up and in onto the Berserks. Gonna go ahead and Molly, Nade, trying to get those opening pushes right up and in. We do have the Golden Guardians coming, getting a little lower and out, but now Torpedo coming right on through that window, and I think there goes the Berserks. There are no more Berserks. So, let's see what else I can show you as far as active fights. Let's just click on over here. Mirza, hello, welcome in, Mirza. Hello, hello, hello. We have one for all over here in a fight with BRBA. And look at this. We got Nabuni coming right up and behind. We got Black up onto the top of the hill. Nabuni taking the shots down to about 5 HP. Flavius up top, also trying to get these shots over the ridge lines on that. On the hill glitches. Flavius still trying to get those shots right on down. And we do have, it looks like Dennis trying to come right up and behind. We also have Team 16 Unbroken Romania on the other side of the Red Rock, trying to get in some of this third party. And Dennis hopping into his car. Flavius trying to get those shots, but Dennis using the terrain to get away from that spray by Flavius. Imitaya's bigger fan of you. And Dennis, look at that. Dennis rotating up on top of the hilltop. Black trying to push right up in onto him. 1v1, but we also have to keep an eye on the Unbroken Romania across the way. Also trying to get into the third party. Dennis is back wide open, and now here comes Team 8. Modern Net not too far behind him. Dennis is back, just completely uncovered by the two teams behind him, and one for all right in front of him. So let me go ahead and zoom in on this map. We're still coming over to the Crater Fields area. Let me put the map screen back up there for you as one for all. Still in zone, but they are now getting pushed from the back over here by Team Hungary. So let's see what's going on right over here with Gerlis, as he is pushing right up and in. BCG Perot also trying to get all those angles, all these shots. Everyone coming into this side of the map. You can see that we've got 3 or 4 teams right over here on top of one for all. We got Team 17, Team 19, Barbara right over here as well. So now let's see. Right in the center of all this is one for all. Look at all these teams that are coming right up and in. I think Black may be the last one still standing. And I think we just lost Black. Let's check in on Dennis. Dennis is up to 4 eliminations. No, there's Black right on down in that compound. So everyone coming into this cluster right on over here. So let's see what else is happening. Next, Esports over here also in a fight. Razor going down. He may be able to get picked back up, but they're right down in the barns, not too far away from all this chaos as well. Let me get next up there for my chat. There you go, Dex. There is next. And hopefully we can get Razorpig back up. We are up to 8 eliminations for next esports on the right side. Barbara right over here as a solo. Let's go back on over as we fly through the air with the Team Hungary. Hungry for more points, and they're right here below all of this chaos. We still have Black over here as well, and we also have Dennis over here, and they are both solos right on top of each other, not too far away from Team 14. Ooh, Hantavirus, look at this. He is coming right up and in along this as well. They are all trying to get over towards this area. And so now we do have Razor back on his feet. So we are still trying to get into the zone. You can see that the zone is going to the cliffs of Crater Field. Let me put this map screen up here. Give you guys an idea of where we're coming. And we still have 10 teams in here. Vim and let's see if we can find out where Vim is. But the chaos is right over here on top of all of this. We still have 14 coming up onto 19. Good, the Guardians, the Golden Guardians coming up onto Team Hungary, and the 2 solos from BRBA and AMEC, One for All. Sorry, Big Baby, not too far away as well. Are you also a solo? Let's see, I think I just lost Big Baby when I clicked on over. But look at the Golden Guardians. They have the sightline right on down on top of all of this. We got Jade. Jade's getting ready to push right up and in to these solos over here, getting covered by the Golden Guardians from the top of this hill. Thanks for the reply. Hello, Missouri. And Emetias, I am doing okay. How are you? So now, let's see what else is happening over here. I think there goes our solos. And Vim coming right up and over. Vim up to 9 eliminations as well coming in. And oh, Black from Vim just got that Razor. Razor over here from Next is also watching all that coming right up and on top of his team. Look at that. He can see all his teammates right below him. And I am clicking, guys, but it's not clicking on over. So now let's see what else is happening on the left side of your screen. What is going out to zone? Gotta get to that zone faster, but it's so much chaos. We're down to the top 4 teams now. We have the Golden Guardians at the north. We have Team Hungary northeast getting gate kept by the Golden Guardians right up on this top side of the hill. And over onto the south side, we've got Next Esports up to 13 eliminations coming right up and in behind Team 16 Unbroken Romania. So Sanchi trying to get those shots, but Razor is now up to 5 eliminations. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye on all of this as they are coming in. The 2 squads. We got squads to the north, 2 squads fighting, 2 squads at the south fighting. Which teams are going to come out and meet in the middle? That is the question. This is the 4th match, the final Miramar for the Mellstroy project's final day. Alright, let's see what else is happening. We know that Razor is coming up and around onto Team Hungary. And they're going to end up putting the pinch squeeze over onto Team Hungary. Team Hungary getting pulled up on by not only Next Esports on your right side, but getting pushed up on by the Golden Guardians on the left side of your screen. We got Team 20 right in front of them. And now look at this. We've got the one solo right over here. BC Pro. He's a duo. He's able to get his teammate. But look at this. They are putting the pinch squeeze over on Team Next Esports. Next Esports is down to just a solo. We're down to the top 3 teams now. B, C. Oh, there they go. So now we are down to Golden Guardians versus a solo. Sanchi is the last one still standing. He is coming right up and over 77. Right in front of him. 1v1, 77. Down to about 5 HP. And there it is. What a brutal ending. Coming in first, the Golden Guardians with oh, nope. Sorry, guys. We got 9 eliminations. Coming in second, Next Esports with 17. 17 eliminations. Coming in third, Team Hungry. They were hungry for these 8 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. Next Esports. Sanchi, 6 eliminations, 808 damage. Will be jumping with Next Esports going into tonight's final match of the Mellstroy project. Final match coming right up with the scores. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I will be right back. For the team over here at the Neax Factory completely cleaned out. EA, the remaining team over here. Looks like we got a chaos going on over at this western edge. Let's go ahead and get back into this match. Check in on Mystic Esports taking the fight on with Maybe. Maybe does get a knock on. Ooh, and Sexy goes out. So now Sugar is the last one still standing for Team 4. Mystic Esports maybe coming in hard. So let's check in on what the Witcher is doing. Witcher getting some of that. It looks like maybe Spencer was up on that ridge line but didn't quite see what was happening up there. Alright, let's go on over. Oh, we just missed a fight up on that side, but let's come down to the southwest edge zone. We've got Team 13, the veterans, right on this edge, and we're trying to get some shots. It's Team 7. Team 7 gets some tires squished onto that next one. You next now, getting that nade up and ready is Team 16. The brutal team comes pulling right up and in onto the veterans. And he is trying to hold down this compound. He's down to just a duo over here. You next, still throwing those smokes, trying to keep the sight lines from brutal. And the nades, the pre-nades going out through those windows. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little more as they are trying to get over to this new zone. We only have 11 seconds in stage 3. You next is down to a solo now, and you can hear the footsteps are pushing right up and in onto him. He's got this S12K trying to come out and around, and is able to find the push from Brutal. One pushing right up and in, but if you look in the mini-map, there are still several teams coming right up and in, and here comes Vincer Martham coming up onto this hilltop right above it all. And not too far away is Team 7, game point on that backside. Let's check in on Shirk. We are coming into the heaviest part of the zone. The zone has all of these teams pushing right up and in. You can see one for all. Alfie coming in. We've got the Doritos from the sky falling, trying to protect the emergency cover sticks coming on down. And we've got chaos on this map. And so, ooh, Shirk, tire squish from Frizz. Frizz coming right up in and over right through that smoke. Let me see if I can find Frizz. Frizz over here with tires. Splatter right on this edge, and he is still on the southeast edge where all these teams you can see in the distance, all these teams that are right here on top of them. Team 7, Team 16, right on the other side of this ridge. And Frizz trying to throw those smokes, trying to get Bajira picked back up. Where is Flavius? Flavius is the one that's going to try to get him picked back up. Now, let's go on over to this north side as TBSS coming in right in between these teams, coming right up and over onto Team 7. But we do have, they did drive right on through my Valiant Victory and Team 22, the Louise team. Louise the 14. Alright, so let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll it on in just a little bit more. You can see on the map that we've got teams still trying to get into this final zone, or into the zone there, all the way over on that western edge. But we've got TBSS still trying to work his way right up and in, and they are outside of the zone. Now the huge chaos over on this northwest edge. Louise team right over here trying to hold off Team 11. Maybe right behind Helbit, right on this edge of zone. And so they are just coming in, but they do have 8 eliminations. They're going to be coming right into TPSS, and they are now getting shot at right on the other side of this hill by the top stars. The top stars right on the other side of this. Let's get on over to Perfecto, trying to come up and into zone. Look at him trying to come up onto these ridge lines right on top of Alfie, but Alfie does have an anchor into zone. The rest of the team trying to come into zone right between Team 21, the top stars, and 17, KD also trying to get on into all of this. And let's see what the Bronx are doing. The Bronx right over here on this edge. The Bronx not having any better over here, because we got 3 teams over on the other side still trying to come out in. Let me check in on that top fragger. Top fragger still on this north side trying to push on in. Let me scroll on in just a little bit. And now we are on the very northern edge of zone. We do have all these teams, and we got nades coming in over our heads in this dip. The terrain just getting deeper for the exotic alliances. TBSS, there goes the tornado. The last man stop fragger pulling right up next to him. This nade going right up and over. Reflex trying to get the better angle on top of TBSS right down below. TBSS tornado jumping up, and now Reflex down to 1 HP as he is trying, and here comes, oh, from TBSS's game point on the other side, also trying to push up onto this ridge line, also trying to get to the top of this hill. While you watch this, let me scroll on in just a little bit more. Let's see if we can get some guide view of what is happening into this dip. We do have EA getting pinched by TBS and the Mollies. What a nade! What a nade right up and over onto him as we were watching from the side. And now the Groza trying to throw this nade as EA trying to drive in through that smoke. And here he comes right up and around. And he's able to get that, but the mollies are coming right at him. And we still have Team 5 kill for win trying to come up right behind him. Alfie down to that south side of the zone. And look at this, the Groza down to about 5 HP. Hello everyone, and welcome back to tonight's final match of the Mellstroy project. This is finals and the final match. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Amix by 1 point, 53 total points, 2 winner chicken dinners, 1 point away from 1 for all. Coming in third, the Golden Guardians with 45 total points, but there's less than 10 points between first and third. We are headed into Erangel, tonight's final match. Who's winning this, guys? 1 point between first and second. Less than 10 between first and third. So anything can happen. The Golden Guardians can swoop in yet. 10 points is nothing in Erangel. So, you gotta let me know in the chat who you think you're gonna win. Please let me know what you think. While you're at it, would you please hit that like and subscribe? Help us all out. These teams, these players, the Bastards Discord server, and me. We all truly appreciate your support. So what a bunch of fights. So much action. Looks like we're missing Team 7, Big Baby. Team 10, Voov. Shine. Team 11, Berserk. So we have 62 players in this. Hopefully we will get filled back up, guys. We are on hard start. They're saying last call. They're not gonna wait too much longer. Here comes Lonely. So lonely. Whenever they have that extra letter, it always makes me double and triple check. Is that what I read? What did I read? GG, go lonely. Go lonely. Alright, so let's go, guys. I think they're going to start without these teams, and it is Erangel. So let's see what's going to happen next. I'll go ahead and put these. You can see that they just started it. I'll put these scores back up there. There you go. Give you an idea of what all happened in the previous 4 matches. This is the final match of the Mellstroy project. So let's get on in there this time. We are jumping with next Esports Senchi, 6 eliminations, 808 damage. Senchi, GG. So let's get on down to next Esports and find the Senchi. There he is on your screen, guys. Let me get that off there and all the way down Senchi on the map screen. And 576 seconds to go. That was a fast 560. Alright, we got the Helion. What is he blinking at the top of my screen? This is the first time I've seen that. Alright, guys, here we go. Match number 5. Coming in from that western edge of South George. Now we saw the very first match. We had all sorts of teams over here. We had I think it was SM that came up and over and just took over everything. We're coming in across the top of Ruins, Boatyard, Rozhok, and out to the north side of Lepovka. Here we go. And we've already got teams jumping off into that South Georgia area. We had 3 teams over here that first match. Let's see what we've got this time. We've got Codex going to the North Georgia area. We got SM. We do have SM dropping once again down into this Georgia Pole area right here next to the NAD project. And our first zone pops, and look at this, splits the 2 teams right down the middle. But here we have Next Esports. They are headed right on down into the apartments. So let's find out what's happening at the school apartments. We have Next Esports dropping down with 1 for all right there on that. And he drops off. He does get Lovelace with that knock as he drops off the edge of the apartments. But we also have the fighters at their back. We got Molly's coming through Sanchi's windows, and then we also have 1 for all 4 of them on the stairs coming right up and in. Oh, Sanchi going down for 1 for all. Let's check in on Razor trying to get those shots. Razor also going down, and so now Lovelace is the last one still standing. We do have 1 for all pushing up these staircases, and next going out to 1 for all. But now 1 for all getting pushed up by Team 17. The fighters are coming up with all this chaos. Oh, they're coming in from every direction. Look at this. We got Basel right here taking those shots over in, and 1 for all coming. Oh, the knife finish. What a finish over here in the school apartments. Black getting Bezo. Alright, so now let's go ahead and find out how many of 1 for all. What did you guys do? 7 eliminations, all 4 of them continuing on into the match. Now that is crazy chaos. Let's head on over now to the Pochinki area. Pochinki absolutely coming right on into that JS9. So Leo over here with the Femme Fatales. And we've got Unbroken Romania with BR. Yeah, the big fragger over here at the moment is from the Femme Fatale. Up to 3 eliminations, trying to clear everything out. Let me see what else is happening. We got some chaos going over here in Gecko. We've got Hungry. Team Hungry coming right up and in onto the modern. Grill is coming right on into this, and now BCG Pro still trying to come up and through, trying to find the shots with that pump shotty, and now we are down to the Ang, and there it goes. So we got that cleared out. We still have the chaos over here. Where did SM go? I missed SM. Oh, they're right here. Let's see what's happening over here. They were able to get an AD project. We are already down to 9 teams, and we are just minutes into zone number 1. So we do have some more chaos going on over here with the team, the AMX, coming right up and in on 1 for all. So let's put Flavius on the screen as AMX are pushing into the schools. So we'll have to keep an eye on both of these fights because we still have BRBA right over here. Oh, Rowe able to get that elimination. Look at that. Ooh, just peeking right there. So now let's see what's going on. Erangel coming up and over, is getting surrounded, is getting shot at from all these different directions. And we've got player 7-11 right over here trying up to 2 eliminations. Also trying to find those shots across to Team 16, Unbroken Romania. So let's go side by side, find out what's happening as AMX is right on the other side of 1-4 on the right side of your screen. Let's not miss out on any of these fights. So let's go, guys. Ooh, nade's coming right up and over. He saw that nade. Able to get out of that nade coming across the top. So now let's see. We still have the 2 teams over here. We still have all 4 of them from Unbroken and the trio from BRB. So now here comes the fight from 1-4 all right up and in and on here. No, there's not pushing. I thought AMX was pushing into the school apartments. I thought I saw movement over on my right side. Oh, he's coming up onto that rooftop. He's gonna try to get those nades right on down on top of him, and he's also getting covered from the other side. The nade taking 7-11 down to about 5 HP. So now we do have some rotation from AMX coming up and around, but I also see Team 14, the Golden Guardians, coming in over here. No, it is Team 3, Codex, coming in around on the other side of the school apartments. So the school apartments still getting watched by AMX, but we also have Codex up on that hill trying to get this, and then Erangel, the last one still standing for BRBA, coming on down with that DBS, trying to get him out of his house. His house has been invaded, and he jumps right on through, and there you have it. Unbroken Romania taking over the Pachinki. So now let's get on over here and find out what has happened with the Golden Guardians. And we still have the chaos coming in over onto the school apartments. Let's see what's happening. AMX, just the duo over at the school, and 1-4 the trio over here at the school apartments. So now let's go ahead and put that map up there, guys. I think everybody's outside that, inside out of the blue, and they are all starting to cluster into this center zone area. So now here comes Team 13, Ritzy, coming right up and over on top of Codex over here. So Ritzy Esports, just a duo. Codex coming up and around. We do have 7 teams. Oh, Codex taking over the top of Potato Hill. So now Ritzy out. We're down to the top 6 teams. We have 6 teams remaining, and it is only stage 2. So we have, let's go on over here. We've got AMX right next to 1-4 in the school apartment, school area. We have SM coming in all the way from that South George area to the Rozhok area, not too far away from Team Hungary down in the ruins itself. And Codex now getting up over here just on top of the school, up in the picnic area. The school apartments still the main site of this match. We still have 6 teams in this, but AMX on a huge split now. We got 1 at the school and 1 way over at the volcano compound. And look at this, driving right up and around, right next to all of this. Puma Puma trying to get out of the spray, coming right up and around over here by AMX, and he's also got Team 6 behind him, Team 6 SM Esports. Puma smoking his way out over here. So now we also hear all sorts of, Spike going down. Spike went down for AMX, so now AMX is just a solo, and we still have the rotations coming up and in 1 minute 10 seconds of stage 2. And so now look at this, AMX trying to come up and around, but now here comes Puma getting pulled up on by SM Esports coming out of that South George area. The winner once again for tonight's South George area. So now here comes all the smokes, all the nades coming right up and over. Puma with 4 nades needs to start nading that tree right in front of him. Look at this, he is just waiting it out. He does have, he gets found from right behind him. And now let's see what's going on with Codex. Codex is just a duo pushing up into this Raz Hill. And we still have other teams that are coming up and around. We still have the teams coming in. We do have Team Hungry over in Ruins waiting out the rest of this chaos. But the rest of these teams are coming. They are coming over towards this Razak area. You can see up in the upper right hand corner, we've got Team 6, we've got Team 3, and Team 5 right over here on Raz Hill. Team 6 coming up right behind where Frizzo right here on this edge. All 4 of them from Team 6 just swarming. And he is right here trying to get the shots. He comes out from behind the tree and just totally gets found. And there it is. Team 6 taking over Raz Hill. And we've got Default coming right on through Raz, trying to get over to the boatyard area. Let me go ahead and put the map screen up. We're down to 5 teams. 5 teams. We are only just in stage 3 with 5 remaining teams for the Mellstroy project. Final match. So let's go. Can he get in across? Can he get into the zone with the team hot on his tail? So this is the active moment at the time. So we still have One for All still coming up and around. One for All, a trio. They're doing that zone sweep at the moment. We'll keep an eye on Default on the elimination feed, but let's see what else we can find. It does look like we've got Unbroken Romania taking over the north side of the river, right across from Team Hungry over here at the Ruins. Team Hungry just making sure that the Ruins stay clear. SM Esports coming in, still looking for more teams, up to 6 eliminations, and we do have also One for All wrapping around to this north side of the river, maybe coming on down on top of Team 16 on the Broken Romania. So they're going to have to keep an eye on One for All coming up right behind them. Woo! So much chaos in the first 2 zones that we are down to 5 teams. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more, give you guys an idea of what is happening. We still have Unbroken Romania taking over this whole north side of the river, but for how much longer? We have One for All getting into position just to the north of them. You can see the Sharks coming in from that north side doing the edge zone wrap, and may end up with all the sightlines right on down on top of Unbroken. So let's see what's going on over here, as we also have SM Esports over on this side keeping an eye down on Team Hungry. just all nestled into the ruins. So it looks like they're just going to go ahead and let the ruins be, and our zone pops again. Let's check out where we're going. What a toxic zone. So we got Death Island in there, the north side of the river, and ruins right there in that final zones. We are only in stage 4 with 5 teams, but now One for All is still going to be coming down right on top of Team 16, the Unbroken Romania. We got SM not too far away from Team Hungary, that is packed right in those ruin areas, and the ruins are still in. And look at this, driving right up and in onto Team Unbroken Romania. Look at it. And Cody trying to get those shots right into the cross on top as they push the team right on out of their Unbroken Romania, now headed up and over closer to a One for All. One for All had to have heard all that, and let's see what's going on over here as Unbroken Row comes flying right up and around over towards the drop. Now the drop is not too far away from where One for All are coming in. We've got AMX. They are right there. ABIX still coming in from that Rozhok area, able to outlive all but 5 or 4 other teams. So now let's see. It looks like they came right up and in right at that north side. So now let's go on over and check in on what is happening right on down here. Green, I don't know. I kept my ID off for 7 days. Well, I am in a popularity battle with, oh, we're going to have a fight right here with a Mirza. So I was just wondering if it was you. So now we do have SM Esports coming right up and in on One for All, and they are right outside of this zone. The zone pops again. We're going over towards the Death Island. Cody getting ready to throw some of those nades, and look at this. They are coming in on both sides. They're getting pinched between One for All and Unbroken Romania. They're all right over here. SM Esports trying to get away from One for All, but also getting shot at by Unbroken. Let's see what's going on. We're down to time at 3. Top 5 teams, 3 teams right here on your screen. And we do have AMX right in the center zone, not too far away from Team 19 coming across. Team Hungary coming across the river. Ooh, Cody hopping on out and able to get that Unbroken Romania players. So we still have 5 teams though, but here comes One for All up and over the top, and now it is just down to Lee 69. He's trying to get out from behind it and just gets swarmed by One for All. Unbroken Romania right over here, driving right up and into Amix, and look at all of them swimming from across the ruins right up and into the zone, coming in and right into Hungary. So we're down to the top 4 teams. We've got the solo from Amix. We've got a duo from Unbroken Romania. One for All, double digits, finding where Team 19, Team Hungary are coming in on Death Island. So Jade across the way He has got your helmet. He's got your helmet right there in his screen. And now, all these teams have to now push up that hill across the street into one for all. We've got 3 teams that all need to move into one for all. One for all. Up on that ridge line, up on the sight lines. We got Amex coming out right in front of Unbroken Romania. If Unbroken Romania sees him right on over there. Oh, and he does see him, but Flavius was knocked and all that. So Amex going out in 4th, and we still have the solo over here. And he's got to get out of there. He's got to move across this wide open space and right up and into one for all. Look at Flavius over here with the level 3 gear line. He knows where Jade is. Jade across the way. Let me see if I can get some scat views going on from the team Unbroken Romania. Unbroken Romania not too far across the way from Jade. Jade is down to about 5 HP. But that Bluzo, oh, he gets found. Jade now taken out. And so Frosty, I believe, is the last one still standing. And here comes one for all coming right up and around Frosty. Frosty right here trying to get the res off on his teammate. His new Nabui. Nabuni right here trying to get those shots, and he's still coming up and around, and he's right there, and there it is. The final. Here we go. 1 for all coming in first with 15 total points, 15 total eliminations, 10 placement, 25 total points. Coming in second, Unbroken Romania with 6 eliminations, and Team Hungary coming in third with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. 1 for all black. 6 eliminations, 713 damage. There it is, guys. The final match of the Mellstroy project. And if you just wait for just a few seconds, let me check. We'll have this. Alright, so let me make sure. No, my name is Scorpion in PUBG because I'm Scorpio, you know? Well, alright, Scorpio. I get it. Alright, guys, so we will have the scores in 1 minute. So if you want to give me just a second, I'm going to go ahead and put the Be Right back up, and I will bring you tonight's final unofficial live scores. Don't forget, they are unofficial because these teams do have time to fight any of the discrepancies in scores, and I will be right back. Last one still standing, as we do have the, look at this, frozen up to 7 eliminations, trying to get those nades up and over. We're down to the top 4 teams. We still have TBSS, Game Point. We've got the Exotic Alliance and Alfie coming up from the southern side of the road. And Tornado, our last match top fragger, is still in this. So Tornado pinched now between the 2 teams because we're down to the final 3 teams over here. And here comes Alfie pushing right up and in. Frozen goes down. Let's go on over to see what Cappuccino taking down Tornado. So now we are down to the final 2 teams, guys. We have EA coming in from the top. Alright guys, are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, 1-4. With 77 total points. AMX coming in second with 60 total points. And the Golden Guardians coming in third with 47 total points. GG's to all these teams, these players, to the Bastards Discord server. This was the Mellstroy project. This was the final day. So thank you everyone for coming out and supporting all of us. We truly appreciate you. Stay safe. Love you guys. See you soon. Good night.